I'm Jim Senegal with the Portfolio Management Team here at Fragasso Financial Advisors. We are a $2 billion investment management firm, recently celebrated our 50th year in business, providing financial planning and investment management services. Today we welcome to our office Martin Jarzabowski, the Director of Sustainable Investing at Federated Hermes. Martin and I had a long conversation covering several topics in the ESG world, starting with a definition of ESG. My first question today for Martin involved just the basics of what is ESG, why have we seen so much interest in it, and what types of different products are available in the ESG space. Martin, let's start here. Over the past few years, we've seen an explosion of interest in responsible investing, especially from our nonprofit and endowment clients, but also on the retail side of things. But for those who might be newer to the topic, can you just start by telling us what is ESG?
Sustainability has absolutely gone mainstream, and I think it's really important to know when you think about ESG, that means environmental, social, and governance. But the key thing that I would underscore is that you have to focus in on what's relevant and financially material. And that differs sector by sector, industry by industry. So think of it this way. A biotech, very different than a bank. Different business models, different fundamental drivers, different valuation techniques. So why would you assume that the environmental, social, and governance issues are exactly the same for both of those business models? They're simply not.
What do you think is driving this increase in interest?
I think it's fascinating to see how consumer preferences have dramatically changed. There's huge demographic shifts, and that's only going to continue. At the same time, you're seeing huge changes in regulatory frameworks around the world. So there's this whole whirlwind of kind of changing dynamics at place. So when you think about it from the perspective of a corporation, they're looking at this to better understand because they want to make sure that they potentially can lower their own risk, but also benefit from any opportunities in these secular changes. And then as investors, obviously we're trying to adapt, manage risk the best that we possibly can, but we're also looking for opportunities, meaning we're looking for mispriced opportunities in the marketplace. So if you can use ESG as a lens to identify companies that are going in the right direction, this is just information that a prudent investor would want to know.
You talk about mispricings. I think one thing a lot of investors say is the only thing that matters to me is making money. How does ESG fit in on that front?
Yeah, this is a really fascinating dimension that is constantly evolving because people start to view this in certain words like profit with purpose. And so all of these changes together are starting to manifest themselves in being able to identify companies that are underappreciated in the marketplace that potentially could be benefiting from some of these different secular trends. And a lot of them we can all agree on, right? Think about water use or waste management or data security or the supply chain and what kind of human rights do people have in terms of the use of child labor. All of these are very serious risks that could lead to brand and reputational damage. So if you could potentially better understand those, see the red flags coming, and sidestep it, then it's really good risk management. But at the same time, there's another point that is really lost in this conversation, which is the products, meaning the products of these companies and how on trend they are to benefit from these secular changes. So if you can identify the companies that are pivoting, going in the right direction, and their own business model is going to benefit from all these different secular trends, well, that can lead to really good long-term risk opportunities.